Hello, friends and family. How are you today? Um, Today we're gonna talk about something a little bit sensitive. For the longest time, I'm so scared of talking about celebrities. But today I'll be really just open up, talk about something about case study and including those hitmen in China. So case study. First of all, before we talk about case study, let's talk about sense of self. There was one time when I was teaching a class. The beginning of the class, there was one question I asked the students. So if now the school building's on fire, what are we gonna do? I asked every student, and most of students are saying, we're gonna be here, save the fire, to put out the fire. Only some of them, with very small voice, and said, we're just gonna run. And now, from the safety rule in school, so the right answer is just gonna run. So this is what I want to say about the sense of self. You are the most important. You, me, everybody, we're the most important. So what does that have to do with case study? That means when I am the most important thing, when I decide what I want the most, other people probably also want that. So if you're the Ford management, you're thinking about this car I'm gonna drive to and from work, to and from home. How do I want it to work? How safe do I want it to be? And that will be how I make this car. So that is how the sense of self applied to the case study actually is what the business want to do. How do I want it to work out? Now let's talk about a specific case. So we talked about how that girl had the chain on her neck, was illegally confined in some place, and then that and then the news, everything all died down, saying that, so stop talking about that. That is to say, actually, how unsafe China actually is. They kidnap girls left and right, and kidnap them and kill them, and they see them as just a machine to have babies. They see them as properties. They see them as every other thing in the world other than a human being that has feelings. So, how do President Xi Jinping deal with this situation? He hid all his daughter's information. So one time when his daughter's information was exposed to the outside world, he arrested a whole bunch of people. Just tell them it's illegal to expose Miss Xi to the public. And of course, for President Xi Jinping himself, there are a lot of assassination for him. Actually, I wanted to say it long ago that if he doesn't resolve the problem of hitmen in China, one day the hitman will have an eye on him. If he doesn't resolve the killing and kidnapping girls problem in China, one day it will be his daughter. Obviously, he knows very well about these things. That's why he wouldn't let his daughter's information exposed to public. And he knows very well about these things, so he published, executed people left and right just to keep himself safe. But one thing is that why can't he make all those things a case study and open it to public? When so many case studies are up, they will eventually show up, and the solutions will eventually show up. And every year there are like 50,000 something children missing in China. Why can't he ask everybody to do a case study of every one of these children? And these things should be open to the world. Those are not some national secret that always be kept. When the whole world know what's going on, then they can help you. They can prevent people assassinate you. They can prevent your that Miss Xi's daughter getting kidnapped. The more they hide these things, the more dangerous they are. I never dare to say that Miss Xi could be kidnapped and put a chain on her neck. I never dare to say that President Xi Jinping could be assassinated, because I really don't want to have anything to do with those junky things. But obviously, things already happened. And if you don't do this case studies carefully and thoroughly, it will happen again. And it had happened many times in the past. It will happen again many times in the future. And you never dare to get out of that president position, because you know as soon as you get off all the royal protections, you're gonna die. That's why Mr. Xi Jinping have to seek the next president position again and again. It's like a curse. Well, do some case studies about hitmen in China. Do some case studies of children and women kidnapping, and do some case studies in those beggar children, how they get abused, how they want to get back to their parents, and how this whole thing should work. Do those case studies. It has everything to do with everybody. Don't say, oh, people didn't treat me like that. Not yet. Next will be you. Okay. Actually, today I asked my kids, what do you want me to talk about today? And they said, you can decide it. Okay, so I chose this topic. I hope it's not too boring. Thank you so much, friends and family. I'll see you on next one. I love you guys. Bye bye.